What's good, YouTube? It's your boy B, man. Back from the Heavy Hitters Entertainment YouTube channel, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, support. Y'all know the routine. Y'all know what this is all about. Excuse me, but today on this episode, uh, might be a little sad. Well, it is a sad video today, but this video is going to be on. It's going to be on 5 wrestlers' deaths that changed pro wrestling. So, number 5, but before we get started, I'm going to challenge AJ and Shama, on this video, like, name y'all top 5 deaths, like, that changed pro wrestling, in y'all opinion, but this is my opinion. So, number 5, I'm going to talk about Lance Cade. Now, when I remember Lance Cade, he was tag team champions. Trevor Murdoch and Lance Cade, they was I remember watching them back in I was like in 05, 06 when they debuted. I think they won the tag team titles twice. And I ain't gonna lie, they was like the biggest heels in the tag team, in the whole division. So the reason of his death was use of steroids. Like, I just don't to me, I don't understand when it comes to, when somebody use of steroids, and because when you take that, your purpose in the company is to see Vince's attention and be like, hey, I got muscles, I'm strong enough, I can be world champion later on down the line. And I just don't like that, because when you take that, it's different side effects. It depends on how your body takes. And you probably was taking it every week, every month, don't matter. It's gonna have a different effect. And plus, when you get off that drug, then it's a problem. You may be feeling sick or just have problems with your body down the line, and then that's the cause of his death. But I just didn't like that. But that was the cause of Lance Cade. He was a multi tag team champion. So I remember watching him. They was going crazy back then. But that's what my take. That's my 5th choice. So now number 4 on my list. This not in order. This is just but I'm gonna go with my man's Eddie Guerrero. Now, he definitely fought hard. When he passed away in 05, I was hurt. They was on TV talking about, yeah, he passed. I'm thinking okay, this got to be fake. Nope, it was real. Now, let's not forget, Eddie had a long battle of drugs and alcohol, which he surpassed it and he beat it. And he got clean. He changed his whole lifestyle. He became WWE champion because of that. It was like he was getting better every time he got in the ring. He was a changed man. But it's the fact that I guess he suffered a heart attack. He suffered a heart attack during the alcohol and drugs, but which he stopped doing it. So here's what comes to mind. When you let go of the alcohol and drugs for a long period of time, your body is not used to being clean. It needs that alcohol and drug use in order for that body to keep going. And he was doing it for a long period of time. Once he got clean, his body started to act different. And plus, he wrestling too. He's wrestling every day, 5 days a week, 4 days out of the week. And his body just couldn't do it no more, So I was devastated. This is he definitely on my top 5. He definitely the greatest of all time. He was a face of SmackDown. So man, I love Eddie Guerrero. That was my guy. Can't nobody tell me about Eddie. He was just number 1, the best. Comes to promos, charisma, everything, So I was hurt about this. So now, number 3, you gotta go with Owen Hart. You know, that definitely changed the whole sports wrestling business in terms of the wrestler safety. Now you know, uh, people didn't know that Bret Hart left the company in 1997, and they was like, okay, we gonna push on Hart now. He's definitely gonna be because they gave him like a 3 5 year deal, something like that, just to keep him in the company. And you know, they was trying to push him to the main event scene, but they gave him back his old gimmick, the blue rays or something like that, because they ain't had nothing from. Because around that time, when it comes to professional wrestling, back then it was just wrestling. Now you gotta. It was starting to, change now. Now it's coming with the entertainment, comes with the character. And Owen Hart, he was just a great wrestler. He was just wrestling. So they was trying to push him, so they gave him back his old gimmick, and which is sick to my stomach. Like he falls 60 feet, pleading for his life. Like that's just sad. Like the impact of that fall was just, man. And for them to not being more safe, you couldn't have to make him do that. You could have had him do something else. I get it. It's the part of the business, but you got to be careful when it comes to your wrestlers, because you got to understand, something happens to them, it's on your end of the bargain. It's on your head. You're responsible for the player's safety, no matter what. It ain't the referees. And then this before the match even got started, they was just practicing and rehearsing, and that happened. And it's sad. And it's sad that Owen Hart is not in the Hall of Fame. To me, he deserved to be in the Hall of Fame, but they not gonna put him in there because his wife sued the company, which she not in the wrong for. I mean, you killed my husband. You put him in danger. You took him away from me and his 2 kids. Like, and I saw that little ring of that the YouTube channel says. I've been watching that, and I just saw, like, damn, like, that's bogus. He definitely deserved to be in the Hall of Fame, in my opinion. That's my take, but that's also one of them sad deaths that has definitely changed wrestling. Okay, number two. I mean, you gotta go with Andre the Giant. The fact that he was a WWE champion, he feuded with Hulk Hogan, and then let's not forget, like, he had health problems. He was just big. Like, he kept growing from weight to height. He kept growing every year, every year. By the time he got done, he was like 7'3", 7 foot. I forget, but he was big, and he definitely paved the way for a lot of giants. You gotta have respect for him. If it wasn't for him, it wouldn't be no Big Show, Mark Henry. It wouldn't be, like Undertaker, Kane. I'm just talking about just big guys in there that can perform at a high level. So, when he passed, like, in '93, but they gave him the Andre Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania. So, paying the way, a lot of respect to him. Now, number one, I gotta go with, and today is the date that he did this sudden death of him killing his family and then he killing himself later on. Number one, it gotta be Chris Benoit, because this definitely was just eye opener. It just shocked me about what happened, because when I was watching Chris Benoit, he was just on ECW fighting for the championship. He's supposed to be facing Punk at Vengeance. And boom, just like that, they said next night he didn't show up on that pay-per-view, and then that Monday they found out, like, boom. At first they said it was a triple homicide. Somebody came in and killed the whole family. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's messed up what happened. But later on down the line, messed up everything. They found out, like, nah, he killed his son first. He He killed his wife. Then he killed himself. Then he wrote a death letter. If y'all ain't watching like that YouTube series, I forgot, Ring of the Dark, something like that. Y'all go check it out, cause they really give man hard hitting details on like how he did it, and for Chris Benoit, it plays a part on Eddie's death when Eddie passed away, because Eddie and Chris Benoit, they was best friends for a long time, and Eddie was like the guy that would read like Bible scriptures to him, just being a great person. So when Eddie passed away, Chris Benoit changed. I heard that he stopped talking. He was more isolated. Every time he'll go out in the ring, he'll just leave afterwards. It was just like he changed, and for that to happen, that definitely messed up a lot of storylines going forward. Because I remember that year, Vince McMahon, he planted to he faked his death for a storyline. He blew up in the limo, and that happened. And then I remember they said that the cause of his death was countless head injuries, head busts, and chair shots. Now, when you in the wrestling business, man, when you just in the wrestling business, you gotta take a couple of head shots, head butts. It ain't ballet. You feel me? You gotta take some rough hits. And and they said that his brain was like an 80-year-old. So listen, I'm not trying to get nobody no excuses on why he did it, but hey, I mean, at the end of the day, he still sickens me for what he done. You don't kill your family over nothing, but let's not forget drug use, headshots, and he was always yelling, cursing out his wife, and then his child. It's a recipe for disaster. I don't like it, but this definitely number one. And don't put him in the Hall of Fame. He definitely don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. I see why Vince don't want to do it. He messed up Vince's storyline, messed up his money, and then what you did. I mean, we don't condone you killing yourself, then you kill your whole family. Like, so he's definitely on my number one list. But make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe, support the channel. Y'all know how this goes. I'm your boy B, and I'm out.